We are trying to give artists a payout every month. Yesterday I got an amazing question from Vaibhav. Formalization of what's your take on formalization of business aspects and the music industry in this country? Well, I want to approach this by telling you a few things, including the global music industry I'm talking about. It claims that it's quite formal, but the lines of copyrights or infringement or sync rights or any of the topic that you pick, it's very blurry. It's very, very blurry. And India, the east side of the whole world, is trying to copy the west side, the same model from the west side, and we are doing an even shittier job, in fact, including bodies like IPRS or PPL or Novex or any of the licensing bodies, any of the IP protecting bodies are in very blurry lines. I mean, I can't even tell you a couple of stories that we had been through where if you want to play independent music, apparently we are supposed to take permission from these licensing bodies, and that is as ridiculous as it can get. I mean, that has no standing whatsoever. So I believe formalization is gonna take a while now. I mean, we have to define what exactly this formalization is, because let me tell you something about this particular industry, which is gonna be extremely funny. The brokers of this industry are richer than creators. Let me repeat that. The brokers of this industry are richer than the creators. That means if you want to sell your flat for 1 crore and there is a broker helping you out in selling that flat, that person will end up selling it for 5 crores, keep 4 crores for himself and give you 1 crore. That is in short how music industry works. Literally, it is quite ridiculous how it's working. I mean, even in terms of back when the legacy music business model is where you are trying to sell your physical CDs, your physical discs and your cassettes, and it's quite clear that you sell this much, this is what I'm going to keep, this is what I'm going to give you. Because previously the music distribution used to be that much more challenging. In fact, putting all of this music in different shelves in different localities was in fact taking that much more money. But now distribution is quite easy. It's in every single device. But the bodies, which are the labels, have tried to maintain the same business model, applying that to today's model, which usually doesn't, which shouldn't make actually sense. But we are continuing the same way. I have in fact heard artists paying fines for their own music. Yeah. Artists have paid fine for the music that they have created because they didn't have the right to use their own music. That's what's been happening. And coming back to the original question, formalization of the music industry, I think it's going to take quite some time. It's going to take reinventing the wheel a little, redefining some parameters. One of the things that we in IMP are coming out, it might come out in 2026 first quarter, where we are trying to give artists a payout every month. We as users also are paying monthly subscriptions to music streaming platforms. Now, to be very honest, if you transparently track this, it is easy to pay the artists out. But when there are so many, bodies that are involved in between, all these lines are quite blurry. Like, we don't know what the label is submitting to the streaming platforms. We don't know what is the payout the streaming platforms is giving back to the label and the label giving back to the musician. So as much as the labels take care of all of your particular needs, it's really not that challenging anymore. It's all marketing cost after a point. So I believe for independent musicians, we are at a great place for, especially for artists who are trying to cut it out on their own. The struggle is going to be there for maybe another 3 to 5 years. Yes, it is very important for all of you to sustain the next 3 to 5 years, because I see a major change coming. It's not just I'm not boasting that we are going to bring that major change, but I see a big music revolution coming up, art revolution coming up, in, you know, where owners and the creators of music need to be the highest earners of that particular asset. So I believe more and more people are voicing out, including artists like, you know, Snoop Dogg is not earning anything as much as, you know, we think, from, especially just from these DSPs. So yes, coming back to the question, formalization of music industry is gonna take some time. It's gonna take reinventing some stuff, and this is not gonna be through forming unions and protesting and having legal battles. Those are old tricks. I think it's not at all necessary for us to go down that lane, and if you're going down that lane, we are not winning. For sure, we are not winning this. So I believe a new business model needs to come out, and I truly believe that, you know, it's on its way. So thank you, Viber, for this question. Quite an insightful. I know it's a little long video, but I hope it's been informative.